list yesterday.
Yeah.
So they. Literally never.
It's gonna be a new show right here.
When you put your
There'll be nobody on
I
this
know
side.
he's busy, but he's about to get out of the 50s, about done all he can do.
Making upgrades.
Yeah.
That's like some training, serious training.
Heavenly Father, we just want to thank you for today, Lord. We just want to lift up the people that are east of here that dealing with the aftermath of the hurricanes. Lord, we'll just be with those that are fighting for us on all fronts, Lord. Lord, we just thank you for your son, Jesus. In Jesus' name, amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. Pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible.
Thank you all for being here. Let me go back. We'll. There we go. Too much coffee this morning. Okay, this time any person with business before the court not scheduled on the agenda may speak to the court. No formal action can be taken on these items at this meeting. Each speaker will be limited to 3 minutes. Okay, inter-precinct projects, schedule and staffing. Well, anything?
Still repairing roads from the flood.
Of course.
I received a text message from a Oliver XU, so you can pronounce that. They've secured land, precinct 3 for battery storage. They won't know what requirements we had. I have texted back, they were shocked that I have requested a project, what's gonna happen start to finish, and a list of the roads. I'll get Mike to draw up a road use agreement. And I have another gentleman in my precinct that after the wind farm got through, they left some really good material. And he's willing to give it to precinct 3 for, I guess you'd call it in-kind work, which would be what would that be? There's a form for it. But anyway, I'm working on that, find out what he needs. But it's about 200 loads of cement pouring through a crusher.
Okay.
We have places to use it.
Okay. Good.
But I will follow up with that and present it to the court.
Okay. Anything else, Carla? Wanted to show y'all on your webpage, on the county commissioners page, there's that right-of-way use and indemnification agreement for right-of-way. So you can direct anybody to go that is wanting to do a crossing to that location, so you don't have to print it out and email it or whatever, but they can just go to our website and do that. So I wanted to make you aware of that. Okay, anything else there? Okay, annex break room discuss and consider to what extent annex break room will be renovated. So a little background on this. Wanted to do our due diligence here make sure that we had all options covered. We got some pricing in. Oh, that's 2 pages.
That front and back.
Whether it be contracting to get someone to build them, or we buy them off the shelf. I wanted all the information before we decided this. So there have been lots of conversations behind the scenes on this. So this is where we are now. So the last quote we got from Carlos was 12,000. He went down on his quote from 14,000. So I've just handed you a breakdown. I'll put that up there. So to purchase off-the-shelf cabinets, which I took the liberty of putting together that sheet that you all have that shows, and it's all the cabinets that were requested. And it's countertop on one side. On the other side, it's a butcher block with legs on one end, cabinet on the other side.
I was gonna put a countertop up here for the.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's, I did that as well, so that's what I'm showing. To be able to, so it's a butcher block countertop.
Yes, sir. We're just gonna make it, and then I'll cover it up, look at the other side of the
Okay.
side of the east side and the west side match.
Okay, so I took the liberty of putting that together. I think I even added a cabinet or two. The cost of those is about $2,700. Carlos said he would install those at $1,500. So if we got electrical, if we got all of the electrical done, including raising the plugs and putting in a 220 outlet for the stove, it would be
We look at,
$1,500.
yes, sir, and Dan, excuse me, but in that area where they're at, if you turn on the coffee pot and you turn on the microwave,
Okay.
everything goes off on that side. So that tells me they lined up everything from that, electrical boxes all the way down on one leg, which is not good.
Okay.
Now you're bringing in a electrical stove.
Okay, hang on just a minute, Carlos. Thank you. So the electrical could be 1,500, or if we didn't do the 220, it could be about 1,000. A stove is about $600. Ice machine, that they had an ice machine, and so I know they want an ice machine. They have a lot of people that use it. The ice machine that they had went bad. Now the ice machine that's got the flake ice is about $4,000. You can get an ice machine that'll do, got that here. Where is that? That ice machine is $1,300, and it's got a 35 bin capacity, or 35 pound capacity. Found another one that has a larger capacity, 33 pounds. And this one has a capacity of 160 pounds. So that ice machine is $676. It's cubed ice, but like I said,
Well, but can we get somebody to work on that if we have problems?
yeah, so what it is, it's a plug-in, and you hook it up to the drain on the sink. And so RO system, we were talking about an RO system, you can get one for about $200, up to about $400. And this one, I saw this one, it's got 475 reviews, all 4.9, it's a good machine. It's similar to what you had, but we own it, we don't have to pay every month for it.
So can you get filters and everything
Yeah.
for it?
Yeah, I had one at my house. You can buy the filters off the shelf. So you can buy several of them, several months worth, which you replace them every 6 months.
Okay.
So, if we do everything, including the stove, the cabinets off the shelf, it's about $8,400. If you don't do the stove, it's about $6,300. If we go with the quote, it's anywhere from 13,700 with everything. That, because we'd still need to get the stove, the ice machine, the RO system. We'd still need to do the electrical and the plumbing. So you're looking at anywhere from 13,700 to 16,700, if the cabinets are built. Yes, sir.
Okay, so, well, the electrical, everything that I bid you is in there except, with the cabinet.
Right. Yeah.
Everything, you don't have to pay anything extra. I'm putting on the countertops, everything for you, and everything ready, painting, everything that needs to be done.
Right.
When I walk out, it's done.
Yes, sir. And I did include that in
Okay.
here.
You don't have to pay any extra for electrical or plumbing or
Right.
countertops or anything. It's all included in the price.
Okay, but we'd still have to get the stove, the ice machine, and the.
Right, yes. I do.
Well, didn't the two judges say they'd take that out of their budgets?
Where do y'all have that in your budget to be able to take that from?
We still have some in some equipment lines, and I can't tell you the number exactly,
Okay.
but we still have some in there.
Okay.
That we haven't
Okay,
used.
so,
But yeah, that was our intention to do that ourselves.
okay. All right, so like I said, I wanted to get all the information before we made a decision on this. Do you have any questions on anything further, something that I might have missed that?
No, okay, tell you something. Okay, with me building everything, I'll give you a 1 year, warranty on anything happens to the doors, cabinets, whatever. Anything that I did, I'll cover it free, no charge. Electrical will be the same way, okay? Anything happens, I'll bring them back in and get them fixed up or something, okay? So you don't have to worry about that. And I'm sure only thing is you're looking at particle board, which they don't want compared to the real wood, and it's only $2,000, man. So I don't know, it's up to you guys.
Okay,
So are you willing to put your warranty in writing?
Yes, I'll back you up. I do it for everybody else. I'll do it to you on my ticket, and I'll have it from the day I start till next year on the same day. I'll give you 1 year warranty.
Okay.
Anything happens, like I said, if I can help you with anything else in the room that pertains to me, I'll be more than happy to go in there and troubleshoot it or see what we got. No charge.
Angela, insurance covered, that bottom cabinet, correct? That was.
Yes.
And the countertop, and the floor.
Yes.
Okay.
But we only got 86.46 for that
Right,
because of $5,000 deductible, but it did cover the claim on it.
okay. All right, so y'all have all the information that I was putting to you.
Well, my issue with particle board cabinets is you get what you pay for.
Okay, I know people buy these off the shelf all day long every
That's
day.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but the first time you have, God helping it, like, first time you have any rain coming through there, you better get ready, they're gonna go, they're gonna explode, and you're gonna, if it comes out the roof or anything, you're gonna have to have them all, there's no fixing, there's no troubleshooting it, it's just get some new ones or do something else.
Thank you, Carl.
My deal with it is you do quality work first. You don't have to do it again.
Thank you.
That will stay with that building. We'll Scurry County after everybody down there is gone.
So I have a concern.
Okay?
John, your wife works down there, and I
Yes.
feel like you're vested in that. So it makes me wonder if it's a conflict of interest because your wife does work at the company.
I mean, I'm not her boss, I'm not her,
No, I know that.
and I wouldn't do it any different on any other county entity.
But you have.
No.
You have. You said no on
Yep.
a lot of other things, but you advocated hard for this one issue.
All right.
Say, Judge, I'm sorry, I know.
Carlos, thank you.
Go ahead, I'm sorry, I was gonna ask you something.
But, I mean, it's up to y'all. I mean, I'll abstain from the vote. That's my opinion.
You two've been awfully quiet.
Well, I don't, like I said, I don't disagree with the needing cabinets, I've said that before. My deal was with custom cabinets, but this is getting more in line. I think that would serve their needs. I mean, would this not, Joe, take care of, would this not, what just presented to y'all, take care of y'all's needs?
Repeat the question again, I'm sorry.
Would this, what was presented by the judge, take care of y'all's needs?
As far as
Your kitchen?
the particle board count or cabinets, until we have another water leak, yeah. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. I've seen those cabinets deteriorate and fall around. Sorry, Judge, I know you have them at your house. We have more people in that building. We have, just in our end of the building, we have 9, 10 people there, plus 6 to 8 in MHMR that all use that room. Who's to say accidents aren't gonna happen, stuff's gonna get spilled, whatever, with that many more people using them, how long are they gonna be durable with multiple more people using those cabinets? You know, and I understand the face is real wood, but everything else is not. You know, we need to get something that is as durable as possible for the long run of that many people using them.
Okay.
You know, and I mean, just like with this, we wouldn't be in this shape if we hadn't had that water leak.
Sure.
Nobody knows when it's gonna happen again.
Okay.
We had some at the fire station we put in over 10 years ago, and they're still up there.
So,
And we've had more people come through there than y'all do.
I mean,
Like I said, I presented you with the information. I'm not gonna advocate one way or the other on it. You're looking at about $8,000 difference. It's not a huge difference. And they are willing to take it from their budget to do the,
and as we offered before, we've talked about our budgets, we've gone through our budgets. We can make up differences as we need to.
Yeah.
You know, out of our budgets. I mean, there's a lot of times, we're not just there 8 to 5. Judge Webb and I mean, we may be there, you know, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. We get called out to a scene, we're out on for multiple hours on a scene. Personally, for me, I want to decompress before I go home. You know, I need somewhere to go, you
I
know.
understand that.
That's why we need the ice maker. We need the conveniences, because a lot of times we're there in that building more than we're at our own home, you know, so.
and like I said, I wanted all the information,
Okay,
what the cost was before we made a decision.
okay,
So, and I wanted the court to see all the information.
okay,
So
we're good. Whatever, I mean, it's basically the ball's in y'all's court. Whatever y'all decide, we'll accommodate or learn to live with it.
how long would it take you to build?
I get started on it this week, or I go to Dallas to get the material, so I have to take off and go probably next week. Talk maybe, hopefully by the end of the month, we can be heavy,
Okay.
be in there.
That was another concern of mine, because y'all are starting flooring today, right?
Yes, it started this morning.
Taking about a week.
It should, a week, give or take.
That would be good, sir, because that way you could send the countertops on top of the flooring
Right.
and not on the bottom.
Talking 3 weeks additional, roughly.
Somewhere
After-
under 3 to 4 weeks.
After the flooring.
We'll try to get it as fixed as we can.
And I mean, with that, once the flooring's done, we're all working remotely right now.
Mhm.
All the clerks, Judge Webb and myself, all have our laptops. We're still
Yeah.
conducting business.
Right, but I know y'all are ready to get back
You know,
in there as soon as
yeah,
possible.
well, definitely. I mean, it's been, this Friday will be 2 months.
Yeah.
We're definitely ready to get some normalcy back in the building, but, once the tile's done, the break room cabinets and that stuff won't interrupt the flow of business. He can do what he's gotta do.
Ms. Summers?
Okay. I'm concerned about why y'all are so interested now in saving money. For many years, you've never been interested in saving money. It's all about spending. I
Ms.
see a
Summers?
conflict here with this.
As I said, I wanted to get all the information before a decision was made, look at all options.
Okay, and if he doesn't install them, if you go down to Lowe's and buy them off the shelf, who's gonna install
He said he'd install them for $1,500.
them? Okay,
Now, we'll stand behind them though. I mean,
making
I
sure
won't
that.
give you that guarantee on it.
Can any of the money that's needed be taken from Fund 29? Because everybody else seems to be dipping into Fund 29. And
Yeah, and I've seen what you've said about that. Fund 29 is pilot payment money. That is where all the pilot payments go. It's not tax dollars. And I know you're concerned on dipping into that, but it's not coming out of taxpayer dollars. It's pilot payments.
Well, the tax office dipped into it for their remodel.
Yes,
What's the difference in this when they had a accident there? Why can't they dip into Fund 29 to use it? There's no difference here, except the conflict going on at that desk right there.
No,
I
ma'am.
see it.
No, ma'am. It's not
Yes.
about a conflict up here.
It
It's
is.
about getting all the information beforehand.
It's trying to
Before we make
save
a
money
decision.
all of a sudden.
We haven't even gotten to where we're gonna take the funds from yet. So,
Don't be concerned about saving money now. You haven't been concerned about saving money the last 4 to 6 years. I mean, geez.
moving on. What do y'all wanna do? Operator?
So is this one, everything, right?
That's the off-the-shelf cabinets, Carlos installing them, yeah, a stove, doing the electrical, getting the ice machine RO system, and any plumbing that would need to be done, which plumbing is actually gonna be very minimal, because basically it's a small line that ties into the RO and the drain.
But these are, I mean, that's everything, no?
Yes. And then that would,
That's what the.
yeah, that's what Carlos doing. Well, actually, you said 14 or 12,000?
Oh, 12.
12. So that's actually a little lower. That's gonna be 14.7 instead of 16.7.
I have one question on the ice machine, going back to that. If we buy it from company, whatever, who's gonna maintain it? If it needs maintenance later, I mean, something
Yeah, that's-
besides changing the filter,
That's-
whatever, that, I mean,
Who maintains our current one, Todd, up here?
Oh, we used to use Bollinger. I think they're still in business. So we've got them, we've got someone out of that one that can do that.
will they work?
And
Will-
I've been told that they won't work on just anything. They can't work on just anything.
Sure.
So that's why.
They'll work on the $4,000 to $6,000 machines, but not the off-the-shelf
You
machines.
can always call me, Judge, I'll come check it out and get somebody if you have.
I guess it's parts availability or
Sure.
something.
I had to have our machine repaired about 2 months ago, and I had a guy out of Abilene, probably the one he's talking about. And he came out of Abilene and repaired it.
The smaller machines, though, I can see the cost of getting it repaired costing as much as a machine, you know? So then depending on the machine. Like I said, this one. Let me put in what I put in over there. If you get the big machines that are, it makes more ice than you could use in a month. The prices go up.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. And then, then you have to worry about the maintenance on also. But like that one, that's,
I mean, I don't have an issue with the machine itself. It's some people, I guess like Todd said, if they don't sell it, they're not gonna maintain it. We'll have to.
Yeah.
Hunt
but they're
for
gonna be
somebody.
selling the $4,000 to $6,000 machines that are for lots of people. We have, do you know the capacity of our machine here? And it's for 40 people. 40 people use it and it's never empty.
Yeah. I mean, I was just curious. on
Okay.
that, So,
All right, yeah, I'm not sure who would,
okay.
I don't know if you'd be able to get anybody to maintain it. It might have to be one of those, pay for the warranty on it. And go directly to the manufacturer.
So on this first column where we're talking about the new cabinets off the shelf, you got the electrical 1,500, but straight across is.
Yeah, so I did two there, if you, because there was talk behind the scenes about whether they needed a stove or not. So I left that off on the second column. I'm not opposed to them having a stove, I completely understand that. And honestly, I'm not opposed to Carlos building cabinets there. My own one concern is the timeline on it. You know, it's more. You're looking at about 8,000 more, 9,000 more. But, you do get the quality of it, so. Like I said, I'm not opposed to Carlos doing it. I wanted all the information beforehand. Yeah, so that was two different machines. Yeah, so there was one that was 400, that one there. And then the 1,300 is that machine. And one thing I was looking at was whether it would fit under the cabinet or under the countertop. That one would, you probably have a better chance of someone working on that one than you would on that one.
Well, if y'all go with the off the wall or off the shelf cabinets, then I feel like we should pay for the rest of everything else too. Otherwise, y'all can take part of it out of your budget. That's what I feel. So if they'll do this, we'll pay for that. Including the stove.
So you're saying out of Fund 29 pay that, but if they go with the other quote,
They can have to pay for something.
okay, so you're saying that they would pay the 12,000 out of their budget and the rest of it paid for Fund out of 29?
No, I don't think that if we do this one and.
Yeah, so that's his actual quote.
We'll pay this, but you pay for the stove and.
Okay, so Fund 29 for,
We'll just do it all.
okay, make sure I understand. Fund 29 paid for Carlos building, out of Fund 29. But they would pay for the stove, the ice machine, and the RO system is what you're suggesting, right? Okay. My one concern on that is that they had an ice machine and they had an RO system.
Yeah, that was, I mean, that situation couldn't be helped.
Yeah. What was it that cracked on the ice machine? The box?
Yeah,
Like one of the circulating pump or one of the pumps or something, the cover on it split.
Yeah.
I mean,
if it could have been fixed, we would have
Sure.
just I mean, cause it was great. It was the perfect size. The whole building uses that machine, MHMR included.
Right.
And the RO system, that was put in there in the beginning
Yeah.
too.
I'm not opposed to using 29 on it. But I don't know that you could on the ice machine and the RO and the stove.
No.
So, because
Can't
it's
use
not,
29 on this, they're not permanent.
so I get what you're going, where you're going with that.
You can use 29 on the cabinets, you can't use 29 on the, pieces, the appliances.
What?
So, you're saying,
Never mind. Underneath this.
We were planning on getting the stove out of our budget anyway.
sure,
Yeah,
okay. So basically, that's what it would end up being, is paying for Carlos out of 29, the remainder out of, or whichever way.
So which one we paying? Maybe four.
Are y'all willing to wait 3 or 4 weeks on cabinets?
are we wanting to what?
Are you willing to wait 3 or 4 weeks on cabinets?
It's already been 2 months, what's
Yep.
another 3 weeks?
I mean, the building flooded August 5th.
They'll be in their office, they just won't be able to inspect it.
Yeah, until you just say what you're doing.
I mean, we'll still be able to conduct business, it is, I mean,
Our main concern is getting those floors down so we can get back in our offices. We want the break room fixed too, but the floors, the floors is the main issue, so. So what are you wanting us to pay for out of our budget? The ice machine and the RO system?
Yeah,
All of the, equipment would have to come out of something other than Fund 29. It would not, those cannot come out of Fund 29 anyway. So one way or another, a budget amendment or a line on transfer, something will have to be done no matter what. If you're gonna purchase a stove and RO system and an ice machine, that's just, it can't come out of 29. Those are not permanent.
So you would look at your budget and see what y'all have in there. And
When I can find my budget.
I'm gonna be printing new ones out this afternoon once the interest post, so I'll be putting new budget analysis reports in everybody's boxes today.
So, that ice machine and that RO system didn't come out of our budget to begin with. But you're wanting it to now?
where
It
else
would
do
have
you-
came out of somebody's budget. I wasn't here when
Yeah, that
y'all,
was.
I mean,
No, that was when Judge Cole was here and Judge Fritz and all of them, but that, we didn't,
okay, but
maybe
There
we
was-
did buy that.
maybe what?
Maybe we did buy the ice machine. I had a invoice on that ice machine just a few months ago when we were packing up some stuff and it,
Okay, but you just said that you're willing to pay for some of this, but now
We
you're
are,
saying it
we
shouldn't
are,
come out of
but-
your budget, so.
no, I just, the RO system and the ice machine, we had no
I do know
idea.
at one point in time, a lot of the things at the annex came out of Todd's budget, out of 510. I don't know if that was taken out of that. That was before I started working with the county, so I don't know. But I do know that it cannot, by legal definitions, come out of Fund 29. It is not permanent and therefore cannot come out of that fund.
At this point, I think we're willing to negotiate anything because we just want to get it fixed.
So the main question is, do we wanna build custom cabinets or do we wanna buy them off the shelf?
At this point, yes. And do I understand that you want that to come out of Fund 29 either way?
I'm sorry, what?
I was asking him,
Oh.
asking him where they want it to come from. You said yes. Fund 29. You want to resolve that question first?
I don't think you know who you're talking about.
Jeff,
I'm listening, I'm thinking, yeah, that's fine.
so now what do y'all want to do?
It just say again, if we hadn't had that flood, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
I know.
How long
We
was
wouldn't
those-
have asked for
How
anything.
long was that other cabinet in there for?
It's been in there since like 2013. I don't really know how that looked in there before I was in there, but that's a long time ago.
That was all redone in what year, Todd?
13. It was all, we were renovated in 2013.
They had the consumer turnaround, what is it, that consumer turnaround specialist, they had done all of the, updates and improvements to the buildings, and the annex was one of the buildings. I do have the paperwork on it, I wasn't here.
What kind of cabinets were those that were already in
Just
there?
shakers,
Okay.
shaker style, kind of what you got in there.
It was real wood cabinet.
Yeah, they were. We painted inside and out, you'll have your slides, you'll have the slow shutting cabinets and everything.
Those are the ones you're gonna build or the
Yes,
ones,
sir.
so you're building them or buying them?
No, this is the ones I'm gonna build.
For 12,000.
For 12,000?
That's the 12,000, is building the cabinets, having the electrical done.
That's, what I bid you for $12,000, sir, everything when I walk out of there, the countertops, shelving, your stove, your electricity, your water, I'll install the water softeners and everything myself and everything. We'll move the lights up because your receptacles are at 2 foot high when it should be at like at 30 or 32 inches. And then we're gonna put the new electrical for the 220 for that stove, and that's what I was trying to tell you when we're there. I want to tell them to knock off, I think from that one building where you come in there, all the way to the end of it, they're all hooked up on one breaker, sir. So when you turn on your stove, your microwave, and your coffee on that room, they go out. So I was gonna get them to, and meet you over there, you're gonna have to put 250s or 260s for the stove. So might as well just put this other one on one day by itself, because it's gonna put a lot of current with the microwave, the stove, the refrigerator, and your ice machine on all the time.
That wall, that outlet and stuff on it, when we plug more than 2 things in there right now, it knocks my computer out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you're hooked up all over you all. I'll get up there and let you know, when he does it. I think that whole thing is flipped up on one leg instead of splitting it off. Which it worked back when they did it, but now you got some new stuff, it's kind of.
Well, I'm good with the $12,000 on the cabinets for Carlos, that he did it. And then they come out of Fund 29. VPs can furnish the stove and the ice machine out of their budget.
Can y'all do that?
I guess we'll see this afternoon.
If not, we'll look at other options for that. Because you did have that, and we should have that back. Is that a motion?
Yes.
I'll second. All in favor? All opposed? Abstaining? Okay. All right, Carlos, whenever you're ready to get started.
Okay. Hold on, hold on, cocktail. Thank you, guys.
New business, designate October 6th through 12th, 2024 as National
Thank you.
4-H Week in Texas. Thank y'all. In Texas, so I have the proclamation here and let y'all know, I went out this morning and this side of the courthouse will be green from now until, at least the 12th, but probably all month. We'll just leave it all month. This side's gonna be pink for breast cancer awareness. So,
Thank you so much.
you're welcome. So the 2024 National 4-H Week proclamation, whereas the Scurry County Commissioners Court is proud to honor the Texas 4-H Youth Development Program of the Texas A&M Agri-Life Extension Service for 116 years of providing experience-based education to youth throughout the Lone Star State. And whereas this admirable program, which seeks to provide a learning experience for all youth through their head, heart, hands, and health, helps young Texans to acquire knowledge, develop life skills, and form attitudes to enable them to become self-directed, productive, and contributing members of our society. And whereas the program's more than 550,000 urban, suburban, and rural youth participants ranging in age from 8 to 18 come from diverse ethnic and socioeconomic backgrounds and truly represent a cross-section of the state. And whereas the program undoubtedly could not have achieved the success that it has today were it not for the service of its more than 30,000 volunteers who have given generously of their time, talents, energies, and resources to the youth of Texas. And whereas throughout its proud history, the 4-H program has developed positive role models for countless Texans through its innovative and inspiring programs and continues to build character and instill the values that have made our state strong. Now, therefore, be it resolved, the Scurry County Commissioners Court hereby designates October 6th through 12th, 2024 as National 4-H Week in Texas and commend the 4-H Youth Development Program of the Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service and the many men and women who have made the program a success. So, wow. That's
Can I say something?
absolutely.
I'm seeing food.
I was thinking the same.
It's right here, Sean. It's coming.
Do y'all have a minute for them to speak to
Absolutely.
the board?
Yes.
And before they speak, we'd like to introduce them and just, Derek and I would like to thank y'all for your outstanding support of all of our Texas AgriLife, A&M AgriLife extension programs, and 4-H is a huge part of that. We've got a very large program that's active in Scurry County, and anyways, we just thank y'all for your support, because without that, we wouldn't be here. And at this time, we'd like to turn it over to a part of our officer team for this year. The first is Carson, and y'all can kind of wave when we introduce y'all, but Carson Graff, Maddox Fleming, Madeline Gonzalez, Knox Fleming, Millie Murillo, Tatum Beck Price, and Lily Calloway. And they just like to speak to y'all for just a second.
Hi, I'm Carson, and I would like to thank all of y'all today for the opportunity for our 4-H officer team to speak to you today about our 4-H program in Scurry County. Texas 4-Hers are always proud of the communities that they call home. Whether they live in cities, towns, or rural areas, they always improve their communities. However, they could not do this without your help. So our 4-H officer team and our club would like to thank you for your help in our program. And as we celebrate National 4-H Week, we would like to present to y'all some of the projects and things that our members have participated in this last year.
Last year, our club had 135 members and 19 parent volunteers and coaches that helped coach for our youth contest. They served as mentors and supported the activities of our club. Without the support of our volunteers, we would not have a successful program that we do in Scurry County.
Youth in our club are learning valuable leadership skills through project involvement and running for elected office positions on the county, district, and state levels. Here's a recap of the leadership positions our youth held last year. 8 Scurry County officer team members, 1 District 2 council advisor, 2 District 2 junior leader lab counselors, 2 Healthy Youth Texas Youth ambassadors, 1 state shooting sport ambassador, 2 teen food challenge coaches, 1 robotics team leader, and 1 entomology team leader.
Members in our club participated in 21 different projects last year, including food and nutrition, photography, fashion, livestock production projects, sports club, entomology, STEM, shooting sports, and ag mechanics. We invite you to view the handout we provided you today to see how many youth members participated in each project.
One of the biggest parts of our 4-H motto is to make the best better through hands of service. Our club participated in over 15 service projects for securing school supplies donations for those in need, diaper donations, making blessing bags with essential items for our community, and supporting our local senior center by baking items for the May Day auction, serving the meal at May Day, and providing refreshments in a monthly and serving at the annual volunteer banquet.
4-H builds skills in us to prepare us for our future careers and support us in our college endeavors. This year, we are proud to have 3 4-H members to receive a total of $60,000 in scholarships through our Texas 4-H Foundation to assist them in their college education.
We want to close today by highlighting some outstanding accomplishments by our members in the 2023-2024 year.
During the 2024 San Angelo Livestock Exposition shoot, we had one member receive Reserve Champion in Trap. We had third place food challenge team side dish category.
And once again, we would like to thank y'all for the opportunity that we have had today to speak to you and for y'all's support of the 4-H program as we continue to strive to make the best better.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Here comes the food. I have a question. So the young lady who went to the Olympics, was she a
Morgan
4-H?
County.
Yes.
She was a 4-H member and she was in their shooting sports program over there. That's what started that with her.
Okay,
Yes, that's where she gained all of her
Yeah.
expertise was through the 4-H program.
okay.
Yeah, she was a big member in Morgan County, so that was really neat, yeah.
That's fantastic. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are.
Thank you.
Y'all following behind us.
So our suggestion.
Thank you so much. Oh, it's still warm.
I'll take Gary's.
Snooze, you lose.
Or is it?
I'm good, how are you?
The awards.
Awards is next, on the
Okay, what do y'all have tonight, Rhonda? Is there something tonight?
Tomorrow is grilling game.
Is it tomorrow?
Not tonight. There's things going on, but nothing like a
I mean,
Where's Jeremy? I'll probably need a little.
you got it, beat you to it. Hang on a second.
Leave all the bread. We've got one more here too, where we need to leave a letter.
Doug got it.
Oh,
He's not
okay.
here.
And you'll pass that?
That's my commissioner, I'll give him extra.
Thank you. All right. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all. Y'all do a fantastic job. Did any of y'all, were y'all able to do public speaking at their age? I was not. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
But I can't.
Thank you.
I did registrations and everything else for it. I did registrations for the year.
For what y'all do.
But now I'm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really good motion.
All right, thank y'all for staying.
Thank you.
I have a motion to make, designate October 6th through 12th as National 4-H Week, and a second. All in favor? Sean. Thank you, Derek. And Rhonda.
Thank y'all so much.
We appreciate all you do.
Y'all would move it real speed.
Yes, they're on.
Right here. This next one, it better be a yes, or we're all gonna be in trouble. AP Automation Agreement with Tyler Technologies for AP Automation with ERP 10. I'm gonna let Angela speak.
This will drastically reduce paperwork. When we go to 10, our go live date is supposed to be first part of May, but this will enable us to pay vendors through ACH and EFTs, less checks being lost in the mail. We have had a lot of checks lost in the mail, and not just like EMS, ABS billing. We've had 2 or 3 checks already lost in the mail. We're having to FedEx their payment now, or overnighted, because they keep getting lost in the mail, and they're like $17,000, $18,000 checks. This is just going to be the scanning of the invoices in. It automatically will fill out all the fields and send the payments to the vendors. So it's an add-on to ERP 10. The total for the annual service is $9,382 for that.
Does I make a motion, we enter into an agreement with AP Automation.
All in favor? pay EMS standby fees. I'll let Jason talk to that. You sent those to me, didn't you?
No, I did not.
You did not?
No.
Okay.
Judge Commissioner's Court, we are having an issue getting our standbys covered by personnel. We haven't increased our standby pay for the past 16 years. And so I'm coming to the court to ask permission to authorize Misty to increase our standby rates to $150 per standby per medic. And then for the first 4 hours, and then after that, that's their hourly pay with a minimum of $25 per hour.
How much is it now, Jason?
Well, they get $25 an hour.
Start to finish.
Start to finish. So if they work 2 hours, they get $50 and they're not showing up. I've never in the past have had problems covering standbys, and I only have 30% of my standbys covered. Thursday, we have 3 standbys, Ira, Hermley, and Snyder. None of them have anybody signed up to work them.
And I can tell you, Friday, we had a game at home, and there was a kid that was injured, like,
Yeah.
he had his hip was displaced in the tackle, like, and there was nobody there. I mean, the trainers went over there, but they're high school kids.
Yeah. How much again? Increase?
So it's $150 flat rate.
Okay.
And then if it goes over 4 hours, then they would get their hourly rate with the less being 25. So if they make $23 an hour, they'll be guaranteed to make $25 an hour.
Have you surveyed the employees to see if they would be willing to work at that rate?
I have.
Okay.
Their rate was $175. That's it. And I choose $150 because we charge the schools $300.
Okay.
There's a motion with Jason Tyler to get with Mr. Chapman and up the standby fees to as presented by Jason.
All in favor? All right. Jason. Next one is renewal rates. No, I'm sorry, Air Methods LLC ground transportation agreement.
Judge Commissioner's Court, I present this contract for your approval. This is a ground transportation agreement with Air Methods, which is the helicopter company, Native Air, that's currently on the Cogdill pad. Mike has vetted this in the past. We did make some changes for his suggestion. The important part is in the billing section where we would pay them either $300 if we collected over $1,000. We collected less than $1,000 for the charge, then we would pay them 30% of that. And basically what this is an agreement so that they can get some money for the transports that they assist with. In the past, it's always been considered a PR event. So for example, if we have a critical care patient in the back of our truck and we need extra help or extra hands and they can't fly, we would request them to transport in the back with us. So that would give 2 medics and a nurse in the back for a critical care transport to Lubbock for a trauma 1 facility or a critical care cardiac patient because the weather's inclement weather or whatnot. We would then bill the patient. And then if we collected over $1,000, they would bill us $300 for that. So they would recoup something for their services and supplies. If we collected less than $1,000 for that particular trip, then they would charge us 30% of that. So it's just an opportunity for them. They can't do it at a PR event anymore because they're losing too much money. And so they're just trying to get into these little interlocal agreements with us so that we can help them recoup some of their costs for helping us out. So, and they won't bill the patient. It'll just be us billing them and then them charging us for whatever those services rendered, which is Exhibit A, I believe, if you're looking for it. So if you want to look at Exhibit A, that's where the money aspect of it is. For clarification, I'd be happy to answer any questions, but Native Air or Air Methods approached me with this contract, and like I said, Mike reviewed it, I reviewed it, and they had to make some changes. They came back with those changes, and I don't really have any further issues with it. unless y'all do.
So there's no fees or anything until you need them, correct?
Yeah, yes, there is no fees occurred until we either help them or they help us.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
yeah.
I don't have an issue with it.
Sounds like a motion.
Second.
With, me to sign?
Yep.
Okay. All right, all in favor? All right. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you. Appreciate your court for your time.
Renewal rates for medical and retiree RX care.
The insurance really didn't have any changes. The RX went up $1.89. I know. We have been very good. I submitted just the percentage of what is paid and everything in your packet, just so you can kind of see. There really hasn't been any major increases in a couple of years with our retiree insurance, which is amazing.
So we need a motion to approve that.
And for Dan to sign.
And for Dan to sign.
Second.
All in favor? Alright. TAC workers' compensation renewal questionnaire.
This has to go through court like, every year, just, something we have to do yearly, and for Dan to sign.
I'll make a motion that we approve the tax workers' compensation renewal questionnaire and allow Judge X to sign.
Second.
All in favor? All right, 2025 Texas Feeding Texans Grant. This
I couldn't
is,
get mine open.
This
I
is,
can see that.
there you go. A resolution of the County of Scurry, Texas, certifying that the county has made a grant to Scurry County Senior Center, an organization that provides home delivery meals to homebound persons in the county who are elderly and or have a disability, and certifying that the county has approved the organization's accounting system or fiscal agent. I can read the rest if you like, or.
Second.
All in favor? All right. That was easy.
It was easy.
Annual service agreement for the armory generator. This is a service agreement to have it, to have it serviced annually. There's one change that we would make in here, per the county attorney. The venue is good, but, prevailing party shall be awarded the attorney collection fees and attorney collection expenses. That will be stricken. As long as they agree with that. If not, we won't do it.
Well, it ain't much good if you don't keep it serviced. is it?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's $1,125 a year. And that's not doing the load bank test. However, down at the bottom of that,
Well, it's gonna come on periodically to test that anyway, isn't it?
yeah,
Monthly?
well, yeah. There's a list of reasons why you should, but however y'all want to do it. It's not checked, so that was not something that was asked for in the initial agreement, but I wanted to show that to you.
We need a service agreement, because like I said, it ain't no good if it don't run.
Yeah.
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Okay. There weren't any certified revenues, line item transfers, and budget amendments.
I'm gonna move this out her way if that's all right.
Put it in safety,
You're just jealous Doug's told too.
You should have been there.
Doug ain't got it.
Doug reached out like this with 2 hands.
Okay, the line item transfers, first one we have is county attorney, education and training, $900 out of maintenance agreement. They had to get additional training because of, their investigator. Auditor line, office supplies, $470.40 out of maintenance agreement, increased cost of our ink. Which when we go paperless next year, we won't have to have as much.
Ain't that a conflict for their own line on transfer? Go ahead.
We're all supposed to.
Sheriff's Office, fuel and oil 2,000 out of travel expense, fuel station was down and, something inmate transports. I really don't know what that word is. Something inmate transports. The juvenile probation travel expense, 1,000 out of equipment. They had to do a lot more transfers this year.
Numerous transfers.
Yeah, numerous, that's the word. I was like, I don't know what he wrote. Youth center, maintenance and repairs, 1,000 out of office supplies. Building is constant need repairs, and our sprinkler AC units and now plumbing leaks. Youth center janitorial supplies, 400 out of office supplies, process of the supplies have gone up. Parks department, contract labor, 6,000 out of pool repairs. She did not put a reason, but, I'm sure it's because it went up. Golf course, tires and tubes, $39 out of clothing allowance, and, his 3301 line was over. That's all the line items. The budget amendments are courthouse security, to pay for the Guardian Solutions, the agreement for it, for $1,456.70. This, the permanent improvements, this is the installation of cameras and door access controls on the district attorney building across the street, $14,669. Then courthouse, county court tech fund, it is equipment under 5,000, 1,619, requirement of the county attorney office for software for the new videos and for to view the cases that they have to have downloaded. And then EMS, capital outlay, 5,000 plus, 193,508. This is to cover the cost from Texas Class. It'll be moved from his Texas Class account into his EMS capital outlay to cover the cost of that second ambulance that the court had previously approved.
Does I make a motion to approve the line item transfers and budget amendments as presented?
All in favor? Accounts payable.
$1,856,687.88.
Pay the bills.
All in favor?
Mine.
All right, we will be adjourned.
Taste the towel. I'm a fighter.
Yeah, I've only got one wing, so.
You
I'm
take a
out.
seat, I can take it. Banana nut.
I'll say, Jason would have to say, I'm allergic to bananas.
I mean, I'll share.